EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 27-yard
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Eason on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Eason. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is their 3rd drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 52 yards.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Set him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A man who has He's done this a lot. Justin Houston in there to record the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A 37-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start by handing this off to Mack. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
A 20-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, they'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
28-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
on 3rd and 2. Eason, and he'll find Pittman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Boom. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3.
Looking to run with Mack, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Kenny Moore. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Tries now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Mack. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Eason. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun again to Mixon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mixon trying to punch it in. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks get them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the gun is Eason. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. The
Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Eason. He's got it to Hilton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Play action. It's Eason. Open man is Trey Burton.
Eason's pass.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. Eason sets to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
At the Bengals' 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Strip that ball. 55 mark.
Operating from the gun. Eason. He completes this one to Mack. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll throw on first down with Eason. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Colts 28, Bengals 16.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Rodrigo Blanco.
He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them are running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A draw play for Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Danico Autry.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Complete to CJ.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Jesse Bates.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown lead.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Eason. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
10 at the 13-yard line.
Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for India.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And the offensive penalty has us back where we start.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't